So we just promoted it, but great doubleheader tonight on ESPN, and the Warriors and Bulls, they're going to get us started. And with that, senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski joins us. I like having you on the desk this week.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun. We spent a lot of time on this show, though, talking about the Chicago Bulls. But usually we're talking about the new Bulls. We're talking about Lonzo Ball. We're talking about DeMar DeRozan and their impact. But inside the locker room, there's somebody else who has been making that impact. Who is that?
Well, Zach LaVine. And in talking to Michael Reinsdorf, who's a COO in Chicago for a story today, listen, he hired Arturas Karnisovas and led the search to hire that led them to Billy Donovan. He talks about the relationships those two have, as the president, Karnisovas and Billy Donovan as the head coach, the relationships they built with Zach LaVine and really getting to know him in the time as they were building that roster. And he made an interesting comparison, Michael Reinsdorf did. He said, it wasn't Zach's fault that this team wasn't winning, just like it wasn't Devin Booker's fault in Phoenix. We had to get the right players around him. And you've seen them do that in Chicago this year. And I think people look at Zach LaVine as a very different player now, a winning player, a player who could be a central figure in a contender. And I think just the relationship building with Karnisovas, Billy Donovan, something that had been missing previously in Chicago. And you've seen what that new regime has done to build, I think, an infrastructure here and a culture around this Bulls team that was really lacking prior.
And we haven't seen Alex Caruso on the court for them in a little while. What's the latest on him?
Yeah, he remains in COVID protocols, and I'm told we won't see him again sooner than Wednesday against Cleveland. He's not going to play against Golden State tonight, and then the Bulls go on a 2-game road trip, and they want to be able to ramp Caruso back up. They've missed him. He's been an integral part, especially defensively. He's been out since December 20th with a foot sprain and now COVID, but possibly Wednesday against Cleveland at home.
When he has been such a bright spot for this team, but both the Warriors and the Bulls, they're coming off bad losses. We already talked about it. Golden State last night in Milwaukee, and Chicago, remember, they lost by 26 to Brooklyn on Wednesday. Both of those scores looked like typos. So, Matt, who is this game tonight? Who is it more important to, the Bulls or the Warriors?
I feel, to be honest with you, neither. But if I had to
I appreciate your honesty.
Middle of January. But if I had to pick one, I feel like it's the Bulls because they're new to this. They're putting pieces together. Hats off to management. They did a great job. Love this team. Love how hard they play on defense. They're looking to figure out what it looks like to get there. The Warriors are looking to win it at the end of the day. So I think they're looking at two different things. Obviously, the Bulls have aspiration of winning championship, but first of all, they're looking to get to the playoffs. The Warriors are looking to get healthy at the right time and hit their stride at the right point post All-Star break going into the playoffs, because they feel like they have a chance to win the championship. I'm sure the Bulls do too, but they haven't been there. The Warriors have been there. So to me, more important, I'd have to pick the Bulls.
Yeah, I agree with Matt, but I'm going to go with Golden State for the simple fact that, since Clay returned, we saw guys have to take a lesser role. So you see Jordan Poole, he had to go to the bench, and he's not able to get those same shots he was getting when, they had a different type of chemistry and a different type of rhythm before Clay got there. Now everybody's role has changed, and now you're going to have certain guys that's going to get DMPs, especially when Draymond get back. So when I look at tonight, I want to see a flow. I want to see something like, whether it's rotations, whether guys buying into roles, because I haven't seen that of late. And so I think that's going to be a problem for Golden State that they're going to have to figure out over the next month or 2 months of identifying new roles, because Clay came right in, stepped right in the starting lineup, and he pushed people to the back seat.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.